Hey guys, it's Britt. Today we're here to talk about Landon McBroom. He put out this video that I wanted to react to it with you guys because I think that it opens up a broader conversation, and anytime that happens, I love to bring it to you guys. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so for any of you that happen to not be aware, Landon McBroom is Austin's brother. I've talked about him a couple times on my channel. He and his ex, Shyla, had a very public breakup, and you know, that's fine. That's part of putting your relationship on social media. If your relationship is lived out on social media, usually your breakup is too. It doesn't have to be that way, but a lot of times it is. And you know, you have subscribers that are interested, and then you have two people that are no longer together that are both trying to tell their sides of the story. One of the biggest problems with Landon and Shyla is that they have a young child that is in the middle of it. And I've said before that breakups are hard enough on kids, and when you're talking about, you know, a real world couple going through something like this, it's extremely hard on the kids, and it's hard for them to understand. It's hard for them to adjust to, you know, having two birthdays and two bedrooms and two sets of toys and two closets, and, you know, where am I next weekend? Oh, am I with mom or dad? It can be a lot. It can be a lot for the child to process, and even if the parents are fantastic at co-parenting, it can still be really, really hard for the child. So I'm not giving commentary on this because it's Landon and Shyla. I'm giving commentary on it from the seat of someone who has divorced parents, and my parents divorced when I was an infant, so I have no memory of them living in the same household. So my norm growing up was having two bedrooms, two Christmases, two birthdays. I will say that if it wasn't for my dad being the person that he is, I don't think that my childhood would have been what it was, because that's just the cold hard truth. And he stepped into a role of mom and dad many days, and it was really difficult. You know, it's not something that I'm really here to talk about today, but if you guys have been watching me for a while, I've talked sporadically about my childhood and having two homes and kind of what a lot of that looked like, and so you'll understand why I give credit to my dad. So let's get into this video. I just wanted to put that in the beginning because what they're doing, allowing this breakup to play out on the internet, and both sides are airing, you know, family, I don't want to say family secrets, but they are broadcasting their breakup for the entire world to see. I do think of their daughter, and I really hope that this does not affect her in any way. But I do think that it opens up a broader conversation, and that's why I'm bringing it to you. I've heard an argument from some people where they say, oh, well, if you disagree with it, then why are you talking about it on your channel? The whole point of a commentary channel is to bring things to my channel that some people might not know about, because a lot of my subscribers don't follow family vloggers. They don't follow a lot of these influencers, and the whole point of it is to have a conversation about it. And a lot of times you'll find like-minded people thinking the exact same thing, and on top of it, half the time you can even leave comments for these people, because for an example, the comments on this video are turned off. So you know, y'all can leave comments in my comment section. Obviously we run into this a lot with influencers, but before this video is an hour long, let's get into it.
Guys, a lot of you guys have been waiting for me to say something or to chime in about what's going on, or ask me when, you know, new videos gonna be posted and such, and the truth is I just haven't been ready to say anything, or really felt like it was necessary to say anything until now. So now I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet. You guys know how I do, so just bear with me. First things first, most of you guys should know by now that me and Celine's mom are not together anymore.
He already spoke up though. He's already given his side of the story more than once. So I don't understand this whole stance of, oh, we've been waiting for you to speak up. Nobody's been waiting. You've already told your side more than once.
When I say Celine's mom or Celine's mother, I'm not trying to be childish or disrespectful. I legally don't know if I can say her name like that. And I don't want that to, for it to be used against me. It's not anything other than that. Things ended between her and I.
Really? You can't say her name? Come on, dude.
At the beginning of the year, it was a breakup turned ugly. She immediately started talking, about me on social media. I responded with a video, then she posted a video, and I posted another video after that. And then it turned into this huge, ugly, embarrassing, non-private ordeal.
So let's just talk about that for a second. There is this really great thing called willpower. And I know that it's really easy for people to want to respond when something is said about them, especially if the thing that is being said or the things that are being said are not true. And I'm a tiny channel, and I have had people say things about me that were not true. It would have been really easy for me to respond, and I call these things spats for a reason, because what ends up happening is one person makes a video, and then the person that they were talking about makes a response, and then they respond to that, and then this person responds to that. And it turns into this online feud of two people going back and forth because they have differing viewpoints, different opinions on a topic. Maybe they just don't like one another. Maybe they were friendly and fell apart for one reason or another. At a certain point in time, when part of your life is being put out onto the internet, as an adult, you need to be able to make the decision to rise above it. You have to have the willpower to say to yourself that I am not going to respond to every single thing that is said about me. And that's the decision that I'm coming to. And I only say that because, speaking from my own seat, that's a decision that I had to make. I know that not a lot of people, but a couple people will say, oh, well, why don't you respond? Why don't you, make a video response about, so I'm not doing it. And it's not because I'm some kind of snob sitting up on my high horse. It has everything to do with not engaging in an online spat with someone else. We have differing viewpoints. I might not like them, they might not like me, and that's just the way it is. I am not going to publish a catalog of insults and digs just because this person has an opinion about me or might have said something that isn't true. Now, I know at a certain point you can only push someone so far and they're going to end up responding. It's kind of like that whole idea of poking the bear. No matter what your channel size is, at some point you are going to have someone who discovers you and decides to make a video. And that video might be filled with insults. It might be filled with half-truths, lies, manipulation, sad-fishing. It could be filled with a range of a lot of different things. And as an adult, you need to make the decision. Am I going to go back and forth? Or am I going to stay in my lane, stay focused, and not involve my subscribers in this battle that this other person wants? They are wanting a response. They are wanting me to engage in conflicts for content. That's what I always talk about. You have to be getting into it with another YouTuber in order to create content that actually gets views. And once you venture into that territory, to me, it's basically like taking a sledgehammer and hitting your channel, because once that starts, it's very hard to get people interested in anything that is not drama or not insulting this other YouTuber who doesn't like you. And that can be okay territory for some people, but for me, I made the decision a long time ago that I wasn't going to do it.
And the truth is that, like, we were a real family. We were a real couple. We had real love for each other. We really were going to get married at one time. We were bigger than social media. We're bigger than YouTube. Like, we were a real thing, So it's sad that it got to this point. It's sad that things are the way they are now. Before I really go in, I just want to address a couple things before I forget, because I know I'm going to forget. Being one.
When I think of that mindset of saying, I'm not going to engage in this, I'm not going to do this, I feel like it would be 500,000 times bigger if I knew that it could at some point in time affect my child, because this is the person that I was going to marry, that I was supposed to be with forever. So the decision to not do that online should have been even easier. And at one point in time, someone's going to have to be the bigger person here. Because if you're both on the same level of responding to every single thing that is said, you're not going to get anywhere. My opinion on Shyla is she absolutely had a story to tell. And I am so glad that she utilized her platform to tell her story. I just don't understand why, you know, just allow her to tell her story and move on. Like with both of the parents engaging in this, it could be never ending if one person isn't the bigger person. And that's what I'm trying to say here. I hope that that makes sense.
Is a new one, something I saw on YouTube, I saw on TikTok, and it's about this account. People think that I made for Celine, that I run privately, secretly, like disrespectfully, I guess, right? Let's look at the account. So this account has no followers. One, I don't know what I'd be doing with that amount of followers on the account. Second of all, why would I snitch on myself and literally say account ran by my dad and tag myself? Like, come on, bro. Why would I do that? Everybody knows I can't post, as of right now, Soul's face on social media. I would not do that. It's not me. I'm over looking at the comments like, okay, this one ain't no way people believe in this one. And people really believe in that. Like, come on, bro. I know you guys love to bandwagon the clout shit. Like, that's like, you guys love that shit. But get serious, bro. Like be mature for a second and not just be a sheep. Like, we were a whole YouTube family, a whole YouTube couple. We posted Soul, both of us, posted Soul on our Instagrams every single day since she was born. Every day. Soul had her own Instagram that was on the mom's phone that she ran by herself. Nothing was an issue about posting her kid, nothing, literally, until we broke up. Then the one that be killing me is people getting mad at, like, my parents for posting Soul. But it's like, they post all their grandkids, they're not gonna stop posting it because of some breakup. They love them, they're proud of them, just like how I love her and I'm proud of her, and I would never stop posting her. Ever. Like, literally ever. If I was a nobody, had no followers, I would still post my kid. I'm proud of that. That makes no sense. There was never talk about clout ever before this. And then if you guys want to talk about clout with me on YouTube,
this could be a great opportunity for both of them to make the decision, co-parenting, to stop sharing her on social media. And if you're making that decision as parents for the child, and you go to your parents and you say, we no longer want her on social media, we are trying to protect her privacy and give her, you know, peace and quiet, we don't want her on social media. Most parents, I'm not saying all parents, but most parents would understand, okay, they don't want the baby on social media anymore. I will respect their decision and stop posting on social media. I don't understand since when it became this standard to post your kids all over social media every single day. Now, once in a while, I understand, like I said, like the obligatory holiday picture with Santa or the birthday picture. That I can understand, but this constant posting every single day, it's like you're giving your infant an internet footprint that is bigger than your own before they're even a year old. Like, that to me is super scary, and I don't understand how on one side you can say, I would do anything for my child, like to protect them from this crazy world, but you're exposing every detail of their life before they're even a toddler. That to me makes no logical sense.
My videos weren't monetized. Like, I wasn't even monetized until now. My whole last video was over an hour long, and I don't have one ad in there. Like, don't talk to me about no type of clout, no type of money, don't talk about anything. Like, that's false. Another thing is regarding my last post on Instagram, which was a Halloween picture with me and Soul. Here it is. First off, the picture is hella cute. Little band-aids on her knees, and it was cute. I look at the comments. Of course, anything with me and Soul is gonna get hate for whatever reason, right? And it got people hating on it because she had those shoes on and she's in the street, right? So people were killing me in the comments talking about how, like, this is why she needs to be with a mom. She would never have her like that in the street looking homeless. Like, okay. A few days later, literally, the mom posted a Halloween picture, very similar to mine, outside, like in the streets, concrete, whatever, with no shoes on. Like, the only difference is I don't care. Like, I think that photo was cute as hell. Like, why would I not look at a photo with Soul and her mom looking cute like that and not like it? Like, that makes no sense. Like, I don't care. I think it was cute. So please stop tagging me in that photo, because a lot of people are like, oh, you're gonna talk shit to Lana, we're not gonna talk shit to the mom, like, blah, blah, blah. Just leave it alone. It's not that serious, bro. It's a cute photo of me and my daughter. And
it's so funny when people say, I don't care, but then they go on to rant about it in a video. this is hilarious to me. But secondly, people are going to have an opinion about things that you put out onto the internet. So if you don't want people coming to you with asinine comments, then don't post the picture. Take your child's privacy as a priority and just stop posting her. You don't owe strangers on the internet pictures of your children. And this is something that a lot of influencers just can't understand, and I don't know why it's so difficult. Yes, subscribers are important, and I adore my subscribers, but y'all have been following me. That does not mean that, you know, my extended family or future children or child or whatever is automatically put into my social media presence. That is not written in a contract. It's not some kind of unspoken rule. Y'all have been following me. So this whole idea that influencers owe their subscribers a birth vlog and all of this, you know, the cute photo shoots and stuff, nothing is owed because they were following you. Period.
Mom and their daughter, like, it's not that serious, bro. Like, let's move past that. So the thing that really set it off for me, that really made me want to speak on everything that's going on, is that ever since I posted my last YouTube video, right, I get countless DMs every single day. Kid you not, every single day. People who support me, or maybe people who just resonated with the video. And what they'll do is they'll send like this long, nasty ass message to Soul's mom on Instagram, send it, screenshot it, then send it to me, being like, we got your back, you know, every day. I don't want that. Please stop doing that. I said in both videos, I do not want that. I don't want what I'm saying now to retaliate and people going shitting on her. I never wanted that. Please stop doing that. How would Celine feel if she knew people were calling her mom a and wishing her mom was dead? Like, that's my kid's mom, bro. That would break her. Take it one step further. Imagine her knowing that her dad had a reason at a part in why people are shitting on her mom. That would hurt her feelings, bro. That would hurt her feelings. And that's not good. At the end of the day, Soul's mom gave me my biggest blessing in this world, which is...
Yes, but these are the things that influencers don't consider. They don't consider how their actions could end up hurting their children or their child, how them showing every detail of their life could have an impact on their child. It's really important to have boundaries once you're at a point where you're ready to share your life with the internet. It is absolutely vital to put boundaries out there, but you also have to recognize that not a lot of people are going to respect those boundaries, especially if you've been one to share pictures of your kids, videos of your kids, share every detail of your relationship, air out dirty laundry on both sides during a breakup. You know, the boundaries kind of start to dissipate once you act the way that some of these influencers do.
So just for that, I will always have love for her. Please stop doing that. During the course of this entire breakup, this entire custody battle, like, I was done so bad that no one could even relate to how I was done. And it should have never happened due just to me wanting to be out of the situation. But I'm past that. It is what it is. You can't go back. But all I want now is just for Celine to have the best life possible. Because we got to a point where this social media shit and the social media breakup, social media to me is to everybody. It's fairy dust. It's not even a real thing. It's not real life. But it comes to a point when your social media stuff and your social media presence can affect your real life. And it is now affecting my real life and my real daughter. So what I want more than anything is just for Celine to have the best life.
And if you knew how bad social media was, then why were you so quick to put her on social media? If you knew about this and you knew that it wasn't real life and you knew how it could affect you and mental health and all of this kind of stuff, then why would you not have protected your child from that? They are so quick to put their kids up on social media and, oh, Instagram account run by parents. Like, that to me, y'all know, goes to hell in a handbasket. I think it's the biggest cop-out ever. Social media is not so new to us. It's not such a new concept that nobody knows how detrimental it is. So of all things, keep your kids away from it. You know, it's one thing for adults to be on social media because we have a fully formed functioning brain that can say, you know, a comment will not break me. These people are, you know, crazy. Half of them are hiding behind a keyboard, don't show their face. So we understand that, but kids don't. So just keep your fucking kids off social media, at least until they're, you know, in their teen years and they can start to understand a little bit of something. Their childhood should be kept private and as wholesome as it can be.
Celine is not gonna have the best life if me and the mother cannot come to an understanding and just be cordial and be co-parents. And there's no reason why we shouldn't be co-parenting. Like, we're both normal parents. We should be able to co-parent. Celine should be able to spend time with her entire family. That's just where I'm at mentally. Like, I'm over all this childish shit. I'm over bashing. If she wants to continue to like talk, like, then it's just her against herself at this point, because I give up. Like, I'm done. I just want my daughter to have the best life possible. She loves her mother. She loves her father. There's no reason why we shouldn't just be able to make it work and put everything aside for her. She should have never went 90 days without seeing anybody in my family. Most people are lucky to have that much family and that much people care about them. I didn't grow up like that. My brother and I didn't grow up with hella family like that. It didn't work like that. That's what Celine has. She has crazy support and crazy family where she shouldn't be stripped of that. That's why a lot of people don't have amazing hands-on fathers. I have cousins who never had their father, and I know how that should have affected them. Celine does have that. She should never be away from a dad who's really there, who's really present, who really does all that stuff just because. The part that really kills me is that Celine's mom never had her dad like that. And I know how that affected her. We had a whole YouTube video, if you guys remember, on how that affected her. She had a video on LNS crying about it. I know how it is. Sorry if I'm rambling. You guys know how I get. But I'm just at a point of peace. I'm at a point of love. I don't have any hate in my heart. I don't look at Soul's mom and hate her. I don't want that. I just want to have a good relationship for Soul and be able to make it work for Soul. Me and her are never going to be together. We're never going to have that happy family lifestyle. And we should have been both recognized that by now. So now let's just make it the best possible and be good co-parents and just have a good foundation for Celine. You know, like, Celine has a lot of family that loves her. A lot of family loves her. She should be able to be around them. There's no reason why my grandparents should text the mom trying to see Soul and not get a response.
In my personal opinion, step one of having a good foundation is to protect your child from the crazy world that is the internet and social media from day one. Obviously, neither one of them knew that they were going to break up or have, you know, all of this stuff kind of come out online from both sides. But even if they didn't know that this was going to be the outcome, the protection for their daughter could have still been front and center. And this is what I always go back to. People are so thirsty and starved for that YouTube fame. They see, and especially Landon, you know, sees his own brother who has had financial success, even if the financial success is kind of, you know, questionable at this point. At a certain point, the Ace family was, you know, financially secure and extremely wealthy. So people see that and they want to do whatever it takes to get there. And that's kind of where these blinders go on, and they don't even think about the long-term effects that it could have on their children, the safety concerns that, you know, happen when you're showing people where you live, what school your kid goes to, what kind of vehicle you drive. All of these things are putting your kid in jeopardy. It's bad enough to do that as an adult, but I will always say that a parent's role is to protect their kid. And if you are putting them on a YouTube channel at such a young age and ripping away their privacy and giving them an internet footprint that is huge before they're even a toddler, that is not protecting them. And if that's an unpopular opinion, then so be it.
What do her great-grandparents have to do with her dad? It's not like Soul's great-grandparents have hella years left, you know? They shouldn't be stripped of that because of our shit and our situation. At the end of the day, I'm ashamed that I let the social media shit get to my head and I wanted to defend myself and do stuff so bad. In reality, it's like, it's embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing. It should have never happened. I hope that this doesn't ever affect my daughter in the future, and I just hope, you know, to give her a normal life sooner than later. At the end of the day, I do tend to beat myself up, but I know that there's nothing that I really could have done to avoid how things ended. It was always going to be like that. You know what I mean? Unless I wanted to stay in a relationship, it was going to be like that. And the fact that the mom was upset, still upset, you know, as she is or as she was, obviously I had part in the mom being as upset as she is or as she was. And that resulted in my kid having to go to a facility. Like, my daughter should never know what a facility is, ever. She never, and she was doing that, crying her head off because she didn't know what the going on, being handed to random adults. Like, she had to go through that. She didn't see her family for 90 days. She still hasn't seen her grandparents since. So something's up. Please stop sending hate to the mom on my behalf. I don't want that. I don't need that. It's not necessary. Let her be. She's a grown woman. She's doing her own thing. That's amazing. Like, let her do that. Let her rock. Second of all, I'm done with this whole team me, team her thing. It shouldn't even be us versus us with, you know, a daughter in the middle. It should never be that. It shouldn't be that. My daughter should never have to deal with that and be split between families and not understand what's going on and be stripped of seeing people and not seeing family for a long period of time, not seeing her cousins. It shouldn't do that. And I just want to put her first. I want us to come to an agreement and be cordial and just be co-parents. Like, we were so cool at one time. Before I got ugly and I got a bad breakup, like we had conversations about being co-parents and everything seemed fine. Everything seemed good, you know, until more issues came up. And I just want to get back to that. Because at the end of the day, that's what's about. The social media shit is fake. The social media shit is dead, bro. It's not me. It doesn't affect me. Like, it doesn't affect me, but it does affect my kid. Like, the social media shit, bro, is dead, bro. It's for the birds. Like, let's just be adults, move on, and really give Soul the best life possible. Soul's mom loves her. I love her. We both have the means. We make money. We do things. We have family. We have stability. We have more than what it takes to be great parents and even better co-parents. I really hope that, you know, she could let, you know, any animosity go from her side, because from my side of my family, we're done. At the end of the day, we just want to move on and just let this shit go. No one's gonna ever be able to take my daughter from me. No one's ever gonna be able to make my daughter stop loving me. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And as long as I have my daughter, I'm gonna be happy and I'm gonna be fine. But she deserves to have both her parents, the both amount of time, and be able to just know love and be happy.
Okay, whatever. I'm done with Landon. So I do think that it's rather funny when it seems like these people are the first ones to jump up on their channels and say, oh, social media is fake, it's for the birds, it's, you know, I don't care. But they will screenshot a comment on Instagram and make a whole ass video about it. They will make a whole response to an Instagram user or, you know, whatever. I'll be the first one to admit that I've definitely responded to comments before. I have responded to snarky comments, I've responded to positive comments, and I've responded to negative ones as well. But I'm not sitting on my channel saying, oh, all of social media is fake, it never bothers me. Social media can be a bother at times, and it can definitely kind of make you get in your head if you're having a little bit of an off day and one of those comments comes in. It can, you know, kind of make you side-eye the person, like, what are you here for? Or like, what do you, like, why did you leave that comment? You know, most days I'm pretty good about it, but it is just really funny how influencers will be like, I don't care, they're all haters, and they will try to convince you that they don't care, but they will definitely screenshot your comment. Brianna Kay's done it. The McBrooms have done it. Most influencers will be quick to respond to a negative comment instead of shining a light on a positive one. So either way, I hope for their daughter is that they take her off social media completely, and later on down the road in 10 or 12 or, you know, whatever years, once she's at the age where she has more of an understanding of what social media is and what it can do, both positive and negative, she needs to be older to be able to recognize what it is and what it's all about. It should never be up to a parent to start their child's internet footprint before they're even old enough to walk. Like, that to me is insane. And I know some people will say, oh, well, parents can do whatever they want, they're providing for the child and, you know, whatever. But it's their role to protect and provide for the child, not to exploit them for clicks and views on the internet. And by shoving a camera in their face from the moment that they're born, that is not protecting them. That is showing the entire world your child, and then getting upset when you get some creepy message or comment about your child. Well, if the child was never online, this creepo wouldn't have anything to comment to. So obviously co-parenting is huge. I wish, you know, nothing but the best to both Landon and Shyla, but this should really speak to the entire concept of family vlogging, in my opinion. It should speak to how, you know, none of us know our futures. You can think that you have the strongest, best relationship in the whole world, and something could happen and it fall apart. And it's one thing if it's adults, but as soon as there's a kid involved, that's kind of where I look at it and I don't like it. That's just me. And as far as the public relationship, public breakup, during the public breakup, someone's gonna have to be the bigger person at some point, or you're just gonna continue with video responses. And as adults, we have to make the decision to be the bigger person at some point in time, or else your entire channel is going to become conflict for content, and good luck turning that train around. So either way, for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.